Hello everyone watching, my name is Scott Lopez. I am a full-time Rio Hondo Community College student, and today I'll be talking about my COVID-19 experience. So definitely compared to last year when I had my classes, going to this year, you could tell there's definitely something missing. The people. There's no in-person contact, and everything is through Zoom, which at times that can have its own problems in that. Online classes, they already exist, but making a lot of them remote and when they weren't supposed to, you could struggle a bit. I've definitely found it a bit harder this semester to keep up. Normally I'm pretty fine. I mean, I'm glad you could look back at recordings of classes, but sometimes those don't even work, and in general it's a bit harder. And compared to last year, I felt that the flow of the classes, was perfectly in person. I'd go there, this time to this time, and everything worked out fine. After that I'd go home or go to work, do that, and call it a day. And now it's so different. I will admit I do in a way have more free time to focus on school, which is great. But if I'm not doing schoolwork, and not working, there's not that much else to do. That's why I'm walking right now. Obviously trying to stay away from people. But the experience is, no one's a fan of this year. And it's different reasons for everyone. For me, I hate just to stay home. I have to go somewhere. Maybe back then I was able to, but now as an adult, back in high school, I was going to theme parks at least weekly, to different theme parks that have so many passes. And now everything's different. Everything in our lives is just drastically changed. When I go out to places and I still try to social distance, I almost feel uncomfortable going back home and possibly even exposing to my family. And this year is very scary. It's definitely not the best year anyone's ever had, and might even be the worst year. I mean, it definitely is for a lot of small businesses. I feel terrible for them. But anyway, in going off topic, we as a species, we will push through this and everything will go back to normal in time, given that people follow the rules, which doesn't always tend to happen. Anyway, back to how it is, especially as a student. It's definitely interesting, at least in my own experience. It's harder, and it's happened to me even a couple times during some of my classes where I'll lose connection with the internet and I get dropped out, and I get kicked off of the class. Then I have to go back, and sometimes the internet doesn't always work. And in general, at times it's not the most reliable thing to use, but it's temporary. We'll get through it. And it's stressful. I feel like I've been reliving the same day ever since the fall semester started, and it's hard to stay motivated. I try to be on top of school, grades, but I have work crammed in with this day, and I have class after that, but I have to do it through Zoom, and sometimes Zoom doesn't always work. And I feel like the COVID has put a anchor down on everyone, and we're not able to function as we should. And we could see it in ourselves that it's hard to grow right now. It's hard to be productive in a lot of things. It's hard to excel in anything right now. And that's definitely due to a lack of motivation that we have, since we are just doing the same thing every day. It doesn't even have to, it doesn't even matter if you're a student right now. We're all living a very similar day. And anyway, that's my take on COVID-19. I see it as, in general, this 2020 is the year of COVID-19, and it's put everyone on a crutch. No matter who you are, it's affected you some way. I know that we'll get through all of this. It will take time. Sadly, I do believe this will continue on to next year. But we should try to be optimistic about it and try to push through whatever mental barriers we put on ourselves because, oh, this is a bad year, when we shouldn't. We should be striving to be better, even in this time. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, and hope you stay safe and have a good day.